What's up, guys? It's me, Frankie. I'm coming to you live from my bathtub. Do you remember this? If you just started following me in the last, I guess it's been a year. Anyway, if you're new, I used to host a show for the Shorty Awards, and I would often host the show from my bathtub in my Harlem apartment. This isn't my Harlem apartment. This is my house in Los Angeles, but I'm in the bathtub. I'm coming to you live from my bathroom to talk to you about Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza's in 2 weeks. I'm going to Lollapalooza with Ellie. We are going with Ticketmaster, and I was talking to the people at Ticketmaster about which bands I wanted to see while we were there, and we got the idea to come up with a playlist. I'm calling this playlist what did I call it? Let's look, I literally just made it. I'm calling it the Lollapalooza Emerging Artists Playlist, which is a mouthful because these aren't all totally new artists. Like, some of them have been around for a minute, and if you've been following me on Snapchat for a while, honestly, you've probably heard me either play their music or I've covered them before at festivals. But my favorite way to discover new bands is either just kind of like wandering around during the day at a festival and stumbling upon a show, or a lot of times festivals make their own playlist. So I kind of wanted to take that idea and make a playlist for you guys of here's 10 bands that I want to see at Lollapalooza and that if you're going to Lollapalooza you should see that aren't headlined. If you would like to skip the part where I talk at you and just go to the playlist, you can search my name on Spotify, or if you search these words on Spotify, it will take you to the playlist. Let's get into it. Cloud Nothings, I actually had never heard of. My friend Mariah suggested them to me. I listened to a bunch of their songs on Spotify and I really like it, so excited to see them.
For a little old thing, little boys bang bang. Long little match. Tell me how to make a silver spoon out of plastic. You can either sink, swim, or be the captain. Get the last word, I'ma get the last laugh.
Jay Dennis is probably one of the better known people on this list. I feel like a lot of people have heard his name, but I feel like a lot of people haven't heard his music besides like Classic Man and Bambi, and he has a lot of really good stuff. Arizona is actually one of Ticketmaster's new music favorites. If you go on their blog, you can figure out more about them. This is what they look like, and that's how it's all in caps. That's how it's stylized. So Car Seat Headrest is one of those bands that I'm guilty of only knowing one of their songs. That's the only one of their songs that I really know. I just listened to a couple other ones, but I'm excited to see them perform live. The first time I ever heard that song, I saw the music video, and I won't play it for you because I honestly can't watch it without crying, but watch it and cry if you enjoy crying, or if you don't. So this one's a bit of a wild card for me. I grew up listening to country music. I'm from the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. I grew up on a dairy farm. But I haven't really kept up with current country music. But I like this guy Tucker because he reminds me of, one, guys I went to high school with, two, like country music that I grew up listening to because it sounds so poppy now.
Thanks. Funny hell. It's fuck. Oh my god. That's my baby. Caroline, put it fine. Mighty fine. My lane, I don't want you in my lane. You a lane, get swerved. Cause great scenes might be great, but I love your bloopers and perfects for the urgent.
Amine is another guy on this list that you guys have probably heard of. You've probably heard that song. I saw him at Bonnaroo and I saw him play in New York once, and he was amazing.
I was gonna die young.
I found this band because of this song. It came up on my Discover Weekly, and it's been my go-to driving song. Like, it's really nice, like dark LA streets if you're in your car by yourself. It was on my road trip playlist when we went to Vegas, and Nick was like, can we stop listening to your depressing music? But it's actually like a good song about being in love, but I'm excited to see them live. I got into Bibi Borelli right before I moved here, and I remember listening to this song on the plane. She also has a song that starts off saying, I just got fired from Old Navy, and it's really funny. So there you go, there you have it. Those are my 10 emerging bands that I think that you should see at Lollapalooza. If you're going to Lollapalooza, I encourage you to check out those sets. I give you all the times and stages. Even if you're not going to Lollapalooza, I did make a playlist, like I said, of all of these songs, and I also put like 2 or 3 other songs by the bands on this playlist. I think that I'm going to, in the next 2 weeks leading up to Lollapalooza, add some more on here as I go through the lineup and see what other bands I want to see. If I've totally convinced you to come to Lollapalooza to see these bands, but you still don't have tickets, to make sure you check out the Lollapalooza Ticket Exchange. It's the only 100% safe and secure way to buy and sell tickets. And if you're watching this and thinking in your head, oh, I have a friend who's going to Lolla, they don't know who to see, do that thingy where you press and hold down on my face and then send this to your friends. You know what I'm talking about?